Well, the city of Portland reaches a deal with an embattled landlord, forcing him to clean and repair his Dartmouth Street property. In court, documents filed this morning. Gregory Nisbet must complete a series of tasks on a deadline. WMTW News 8's Katie Thompson is live in Portland now to explain. Katie.
Tracy, Gregory Nisbet had until 5 o'clock today, so just minutes ago, to remove trash and debris from outside of his property here on Dartmouth Street. Also to make sure that all smoke detectors were working and to install a sprinkler system above the boiler, as well as provide a list of all of his tenants to the city of Portland. There are a few other items with a deadline of March 16th, and if he completes them, he will resolve his legal dispute over this property with the city of Portland. Soon after the city announced its deal, Gregory Nisbet could be seen filling bags with trash piled up outside of his 188 Dartmouth Street property. Nisbet wouldn't speak to us on camera, but told me that his tenants, who moved out in February, created a dangerous living situation for themselves. Neighbors in the area, like Carol Schiller, disagree.
It's his responsibility to take care of his properties. If he has bad tenants, he should do a better review process and have a lease that outlines what their responsibilities are.
Part of the city's deal with Nisbet is that the two parties will agree on a tenant screening process and keep a file of all tenants and all leases. The Dartmouth Street property became the center of attention for city inspectors following the deadly November fire that killed 6 people at Nisbet's other property, right around the corner on Noyes Street. There, a front-end loader sits in the driveway. Trash is scattered about, and the sidewalks remain unshoveled, something Portland property owners are required to do.
It's very disrespectful to the neighborhood. I mean, people are still grieving about this property, and it's important that it look as good as it can.
Schiller, who is president of the University Neighborhood Organization, hopes the city enforces Nisbet to take action on this property too. In a statement, a city spokesperson writes, "As always, our goal is public safety, and we will continue to utilize the enforcement tools that we have at our disposal when faced with properties like these." And tomorrow at 5:30, there is a public safety committee meeting at City Hall, and there the newly formed Fire Code Task Force will discuss its recommendations to the city. Carol Schiller hopes that neighborhood organizations will show up to show support. And as for that 5 o'clock deadline, this is new information I just got moments ago. There is a bit of a catch. A city spokeswoman telling me that in order to send an inspector here for that 5 o'clock deadline, they'd have to pay overtime since inspectors only work until 4, but she says one will be here first thing tomorrow morning. In Portland, I'm Katie Thompson, WMTW News 8.